Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday Night Net. Before this net begins, I'd like to ask if there's any emergency or priority traffic. If so, please give me a name and call sign now. Alright, nothing heard. Welcome again to the Thursday Night Net here at the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. My name is Jeffrey, KI5MVF, that's Kilo India 5, Mike Victor Frank. I will be your net control for tonight. That does mean that this is a controlled net, so please refrain from transmitting out of turn. If you'd like to get a chance to get on and chat with us, we will have a section for short time check-ins soon, and a section for regular check-ins later on. In addition to check-ins, we'll have some general class test questions for you to take a shot at, some radio-related news, and also our club announcements and updates. Tonight I'm coming in on the 147.320 flagship machine with a tone of 114.8. But we have many repeaters connected to this one for our nets, such as the KA5D system at UT, the AI5A system in South Central Austin, the K5TMT system up in Leander, KE5RS system up in Leander, and plenty of others. To learn more about our connections and other ways you can join or get in, such as AllStar or Echolink, you can head over to our website, in5oak.org. Again, that is November 5, Oscar Alpha Kilo.org. You can find our AllStar page. There you can see a list and a bubble map of all connected repeaters and the relevant information. Once again, this is the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday Night Net. I'm Jeffrey, KI5MVF, and we're about to start short time check-ins. This is a great time for stations that can't stay for the whole net, or mobile, just don't think they have much to chat about, or, just want to check in short time. If you check in short time and then end up available again later on with more to say or more time, you can always recheck into the regular check-ins. So, without further ado, if you'd like to check in short time, please give me a name and a call sign now.
This is AI5OS, Justin, Austin, short time.
Alright, I got AI5OS, Justin, glad to hear you. Who else would like to check in short time? You guys go ahead and just rattle them off to me, and I'll do a wrap at the end to make sure we got everybody. Give me your name and call signs now.
This is W5RRD, no traffic.
This is Kilo 5 Tango Mike Tango, no traffic.
This is Kilo India 6, Hotel Quebec Tango, Ken in South Austin, no traffic.
This is Whiskey 0 Taco Charlie Omega, Andrew in South Austin, short time, no traffic.
This is KB5MPJ, Kilo Bravo 5, Mike Papa Juliet, Jason and Buda, no traffic.
Alright. Seems like a good little list there. We got AI5OS, Justin, up at the top. I believe he's the only one that didn't say no traffic. After him, I had W5 Roger Bravo, Radio Bravo. Let me know if that's a correction. I didn't hear the Bravo real well, so it might be something else. And then I've got K5 TMT, Matt, no traffic. KI6, I think you said, HQT Kent, no traffic. W0TCO, I like your phonetics there. Andrew, no traffic. And KB5MPJ, Jason, no traffic. Please come with corrections or anybody that I missed on that round.
This is Whiskey 5 Romeo Delta.
Whiskey 5 Romeo Delta. Alright, I got you that time. Sorry about that. Any other corrections before we move on for another round of short time check-ins? Alright, thank you. Actually, we'll go ahead and go back to Justin since he didn't say no traffic. AI5OS, Justin, how's it going, sir? Glad to hear you on here. First one checking in tonight.
Hey, Jeffrey, man, good to hear you on. I've been listening on and off. Glad to see how things were going. So far, everything's going great. I had a great radio week. By the way, special thanks to all of y'all. It's good to be back. Jeffrey helped me get my antennas back up, and I got the jumper in, a jumper cable in I ordered to get the the excuse me, the log periodic reconnected. So I'm also active on 1.2 as well. And I've got the diamond up, so there is a diamond shining up here in North Austin, and I've got the Cushcraft R7000 going, and that seems to be working well. A couple of minor adjustments I think need to be made to the 40-meter trap, but everything is just humming right along, and I'm just I need to figure out how to get the a barrel connector replaced in my patch panel here so that I can get the 900 megahertz antenna hooked up and get that AllStar node going again, and we will be back in business. So I just want to come out and first off thank Jeffrey very much, Jeffrey and John, KE5RS, for all their help in helping me make this happen, because it feels good to be back on the air, and the fact now that I'm in a place where, you know, I was told, yeah, go for it. You can keep it up there as long as you like, and have fun. And, you know, as long as it doesn't affect any kind of serious structural integrity, you know, antenna away. So, this is great. It just feels nice to be able to get back in here and not have to use a handy-talkie when I want to sit and play real radio. And all that to say that there's nothing wrong with using a handy-talkie. I have some that are my favorites, but no, it's just, you know, seeing some radios that are in perfectly good working order on your desk that can't be used is just a terrible thing. Anyway, it's just great to be here. And again, I want to thank y'all so much for all your help, everybody. Seriously. I'm happy to put on some brisket and buy some cold beer and have y'all up. Absolutely. This is AI5OS, back to net.
Well, Justin, I think you're the first person to check in short time and then hit the repeater timeout. I think you hit it at, I think it set it about somewhere between 2 and 3 minutes. And then you just kept going with it. And there's nothing wrong with that either. Like I said, I'm glad to hear you in here. I'm sure we're all glad to hear you out there on the radio waves. But I will encourage you to check in again during regular check-ins, because I'm sure if you've got that much to say already, I'm sure you've got more to say, and I'm sure people would love to hear more about it and ask questions and stuff like that. So definitely encourage people to check in regular check-ins, or during regular check-ins if you've got the time. Everybody on Discord is perking their ears up since you said beer and brisket. It certainly gets people's attention. For those that don't know, we had a antenna raising party on Sunday at Justin. It was a good time. But yeah, Justin, I definitely recommend checking in regular check-ins. We can chat more back and forth about it. We can take a time out that repeater even more. Again, this is KI5MVF, this is Jeffrey, and this is the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday Night Net. We're in the middle of short time check-ins right now. We're actually running into the second round. So if you'd like to check in short time, please give me a name and call sign now.
And folks will come and we can have good food and whatever. Gosh, it's a small price to pay to get that kind of help.
Oh, Justin, looks like we were doubling there. So I'm going to keep going. I think that I was just starting to say that this is Jeffrey, KI5MVF. We are running into our second round of short time check-ins. So if you'd like to check in short time, please give me a name and call sign now.
This Kilo Fox 5 Delta Pop X-ray.
This is November 5 Sierra Mike Oscar.
This is Kilo India 5 Uniform Alpha X-ray, Chuck, Georgetown.
All right, can you give me that last call again? I'm sorry, I got hung up on that one. Tell me that one more time, please.
Kilo India 5 Uniform Alpha X-ray, Chuck, Georgetown.
All right, Chuck, thank you. Anybody else want to get in on this second round of short time check-ins? Nothing heard. We'll go back to Chris, KF5DTX. Chatting with you on the repeater earlier today, I never ended up getting an APRS message from you. Lance said he got one, but I did not receive one. I'm not sure if maybe you sent it to the mobile and sent it by the time I'd already turned it off, or if I just wasn't in a good receiving area with the HT. Not sure what happened there, but good chatting with you today. What's going on with you other than that?
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. I was sending it to, I think, the -9, your call sign -9, so I'm not sure where it was going. But I did try to send it to you. Other than that, I just had just talked to Samir, or made a contact with Samir, Sam, and 5EIF on the CWNet, and other than that, I am mobile, heading to the Home Depot to buy a door swing. That's what I got.
Well, tell my friends at Home Depot I said hello. I'm sure you go to the same one that I do. And good, I hope we hear Samir in here later on. It appears that I missed his last UTNet last night. I did not realize it would be his last. I believe he's moving out to California, but I'm sure we'll hear him in here later if he was on the CWNet. And if you don't know what Chris and I are talking about, at 7:30 on 80 meters, our club hosts a CWNet. I've never joined, so I can't tell you a whole lot about it, but it's great for beginners, I'm told, and they love to have everybody jump in there that can.
And you join the CW Ops or go to the CW Ops channel, I generally put what I copy, an image of what I copy on there, and you can see how much I struggle and not feel so bad about doing it yourself if you're concerned about trying it out. And if you're a tech, you can have have 80-meter capability. Tech can transmit on that frequency.
Live CW dictation. That's pretty awesome. Thank you, Chris. All right, after Chris, we had Bill in 5 SMO. I believe that's Bill. I don't have the paid version of NetLogger, so I get to take a guess at it and use my memory, but I believe that's Bill, famous from the Friday Night Trivia. How's it going, Bill?
You got it right. It's going good, Jeff, and it's good to hear you hosting the net and doing a good job with it. All's pretty good with me. No exciting DX or anything like that this week, but been hunting POTA activators on Parks on the Air on CW and sideband, and having a good time doing that. And that's about it for me. And I'll turn it back over to you, Jeff, and the rest of the net from N5 SMO.
Yeah, I've seen some messages about people, namely Rusty, said somewhere on Discord that he had been chasing you around as you were chasing those activations. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad you're getting some good radio time in, and looking forward to playing you at some trivia tomorrow. Congratulations on second place last week, by the way. We were neck and neck on that one for a little bit, and then fourth round came and went. Anyways, move on down the list here to KI5 Uniform Alpha X-Ray. That would be Chuck. I believe he said he was up in Georgetown. Chuck, I don't recognize your call or your name. I haven't been around for the past week or two. Been kind of busy, but is this your first time checking in here to our net? If so, welcome in. Even if it's not your first time, welcome. How's it going? Kilo India 5 Uniform Alpha X-Ray. Chuck, are you still there? KI5 MVF with the net. All right. Nothing heard. We'll move on down. Maybe we'll hear from Chuck later on, but he's at least in the log. He's got his call sign. Chuck, if you can hear this, feel free to check in again later on, especially during regular check-ins. Until then, I'm going to do one last call for short-time check-ins. If you'd like to check in to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday night net, short time, please give me a name and call sign now.
This is Kilo Alpha 5 Charlie, Court in North Loop. Short time, no traffic.
All right, Kilo Alpha 5 Charlie, Court, got you in there. No traffic. Anybody else before we wrap up short time check-in? Alright, moving on. Once again, this is the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday Night Net. My name's Jeffrey, KI5MVF. We just finished up short time check-ins, and we're moving on to some general class exam questions. This segment is meant to help technician class operators continue to learn and also keep those general and extra class operators fresh. Tonight, I believe Rusty has prepared some questions for us. So, WZ5BBS, Mr. Rusty, are you ready to go with some exam questions?
Yeah, let's rock and roll. Alright, so our first question is sub-element G0 electrical and RF safety. So here we go. What type of instrument can be used to accurately measure an RF field? What type of instrument can be used to accurately measure an RF field? Alpha, a receiver with an S meter. Bravo, a calibrated field strength meter with a calibrated antenna. Charlie, an SWR meter with a peak reading function. Or Delta, an oscilloscope with a high stability crystal marker generator. If you are a technician and have a guess, please come with your call sign and your answer.
This is Whiskey 0 Taco Charlie Omega. I'm going to guess Charlie. I don't really know for sure, but it seems like the most plausible answer in my brain, so that's my choice.
Roger, Roger. We got Andrew down for Charlie. Any other technicians out there want to take a guess? Yeah, come with your call sign and your answer.
KI5MVF, I'm going to take a stab and say Bravo.
Alright, we got net control with Bravo. Any other technicians want to come out and give it a try? Alright, we're going to open it up to all amateur radio licenses. If you have a radio license, come with your call sign and your answer choice. Oh, everybody's shy tonight. All right, well, thanks for NAT Control MVF. You got it right. Bravo. What type of instrument can be used to accurately measure an RF field? The correct answer is Bravo, a calibrated field strength meter with a calibrated antenna. So let's move on to question number 2. Sub-element G1, which is commission's rules. Here we go. On which of the following band is phone operation prohibited? On which of the following bands is phone operation prohibited? Alpha, 160. Bravo, 30 meters. Charlie, 17 meters. Or Delta, 12 meters. If you are a technician and have an option, call with your call sign and name now.
This is
5MVF, I'm going to take a guess and say 12 meters. I'm not sure though.
Alright, we got Jeffrey down for Delta, 12 meters, and I heard the double back there, so come on.
Yeah, this is W0TCO again. I'm going to go with the 18-meter band choice.
Alright, well that's not a choice. We have 160 meters. Alpha is 160 meters. Bravo is 30 meters. Charlie is 17 meters. And Delta is 12 meters. So what you got there, Andrew?
Sorry, I meant the 17-meter band.
Alright, we got Andrew down for Charlie. Any other technicians want to give it a try? All right, let's open it up to anybody. If you have an amateur license, you can answer now. Come with your call sign and your answer.
K5TMT.
Yes, sir, Matt.
I'm going to go with 30 meters.
All right, we got TMT down for Bravo, 30 meters. Anybody else want to get in here and give it a try?
W5NDS. Matt's right.
All right, we got Rod in here. Howdy, howdy, man. NDS is in for Bravo, 30 meters. Anybody else?
Whiskey 5, Charlie, Uniform Yankee.
Yes, sir, Chris.
I'm also going to go with 30 meters, and I'm enjoying y'all, but trying to flip-flop back and forth between the two different nets tonight.
Roger, roger. All right, well, we got 3 for Bravo, 1 for Delta, and 1 for Charlie. So the wise guess is always just to go with Rod. Rod knows everything, as well as Matt. So on which of the following bands is phone operation prohibited? The correct answer is Bravo, 30 meters. TMT, NDS, and Chris got that right. So congratulations to you all. We will send this back over to NAT Control. WZ5, BBS, back to you, Jeffrey.
Thank you, Rusty. WZ5, BBS, appreciate that. I'm glad I got one of those right. I think if I get both of them wrong, I get suspended from net control for a week, right? Or a month or something like that. So I'm glad I got one of them. Just joking. Let's see. So next I've got some news. Honestly, it's kind of a quiet week for ham radio news. Even just looking at the ARRL site, their news for the past 2 weeks, besides the solar index, has basically been Hamvention happened this past weekend up in Dayton, Ohio. I think one of our own members, Rick, AI5A, was up there. He's from the area and was excited to get to go back. They basically on the ARRL news site, they just go into talking about how much of a great success it was this year. Mentioned that local reports estimate the event brings over $30 million to the economy of the metro area there. And they go into discussing some of the details of what all was going on that weekend. They say that official numbers and estimates for attendance will be available later, but as far as news radio-wise, that's all we've got there. Outside of radio-related news, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about Uvalde here in Texas, the school down there. I think regardless of politics, everybody can send their thoughts and prayers their way, or whatever it is that you do. This is a good reminder, though. We'd like to keep our nets, politics, and religion, and other abrasive topics. I say abrasive, just divisive topics at bay during this net. But that doesn't mean that we can't all agree to send our love their way. But as far as news go this week, that's all I've got. For fox hunt updates, I'm going to skip Rusty on the club announcements and just go ahead and hit the fox hunt updates. We just had a fox hunt brunch hunt hosted by Rusty, WZ5BBS. He set up a transmitter in the parking lot of Maudie's over off of 360 across from Jack Allen's near the intersection of Westlake, right there near 360 Bridge, the Pennybacker Bridge. I think about 10 of us showed up, and it was a great way to spend a Saturday morning. yours truly, myself, made it there first. I'm very proud of that accomplishment, mostly based on the fact that the last few I should have left. So big thanks to Rusty for setting that up. Sky in 5LX has rumored that he might be doing a fox hunt this coming weekend. It seems that we've been rolling on those every weekend hunts lately, between reschedules and brunch hunts and the like. And so happy to keep up this momentum and provide ample opportunities for everybody to join in. So if you have questions, comments, etc. about fox hunts or the news or additional news, please give me a name and call sign now before we move on to announcements. Great, nothing heard. You can always follow up with the fox hunt or the news on Discord. I'll leave it to Rusty to plug our website again and how to join Discord when he runs through his club announcements. So I'm going to hand it back over to WZ5BBS.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Everybody on the net. For all our new members, the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club has a trivia net right here every Friday at 9 p.m. So check it out. Tomorrow marks the 1-year anniversary of the trivia net, which I'm super proud of. We had 22 players last week. Last week's winner, big surprise, it's Kent, KI5RVT. We had Bill, N5SMO, coming in the number 2 spot, and Philip, AC5G, in the number 3 spot. As far as the elimination round, Bill cleaned everybody's clock. N5SMO made it all the way to level 4, and made it further than anybody else. So congratulations, Bill, on that. Our player rankings are still the same. Kent, KI5RVT, is in the number 1 spot. Adam, N5YHF, is in the number 2 spot. And David, N6DBX, in the number 3. Anybody can play. All you need is a smartphone, tablet, or computer. We got the bingo. It starts at 8:30, so you have something to do while you're hanging out for the net to begin. I'll put all the details and the link in the Thursday Night Net Discord channel. And, of course, tonight is a good time. We got the welcome team standing by, so if you would like to become part of this group and join, you can do so at n5oak.org. And also go down and look on that purple button and click on the Join Discord. That'll get you. To check out the player rankings, stats, net logs, anything you want to know about the Friday Night Trivia Net, it is all under the n5oak.org website as well. I would like to thank the Crossroads Ham Radio Club, W5LCR. They're over in Louise, Texas. They've been hanging out with us on the Friday. Have another club hanging out with us. If you want to find more information about it, you can leave at crhrc.org. crhrc.org, Crossroads Ham Radio Club. And they said that they might be linking up all their repeaters sooner enough. So it'll be fun to have yet another club hanging out with us on the Friday Night Trivia Net. As far as official club business, we have one new member from last week, Rose, KI5RGZ, and I've seen her on the Discord, so if you see her around, say hi. The next quarterly meeting is July 16th, and it will be in person at the State Firefighters and Fire Marshal Association. We will be electing board members at this meeting, so please show up. If you would like to nominate somebody or yourself, please check with them first and then tell your favorite board member, and we will get them on the list. For more information, you can check out the July 16th meeting channel on Discord. And then, as Jeffrey said, we had a great fox hunt last weekend. We had the brunch hunt yet again, and Jeffrey, KI5MVF, was the first to find me. That was followed by Doug and Trina, KG5UNK, and then Ernesto, KI5PZN, and Mireya, KI5SYX. They were further along. Samir, N5EIF, showed up, as well as Philip, AC5G, and Paul, KA5FZU. If you would like to sign up to be a part of the Fox Hunts and be a Fox, you can do so in the Fox Hunt channel on Discord. And don't forget about the sound check over on the DMR net sometime. Join us every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. on the 441-300 DMR machine for the Amateur Logic Sound Check net. It's a great time to check all those digital modes. Anything that you have, you can check in. AllStar, Echolink, Ham Shack Hotline, DMR, D-Star, NXDN, P25, Wires X, Yaesu System Fusion. The easiest way to stay up to date is subscribe to the official club calendar, and you can do that, guess where? At n5oak.org. Just click on the calendar link and then click on that plus button, and we'll throw everything that we have in our calendar directly into yours. You can also add your birthday to the calendar, and old Sammy, N5TXR, just had a birthday. So if you hear him on the net or see him in Discord, make sure you wish him a happy birthday. That is about all I have here, sir, so I will send it back to you. KI5MVF-WZ5BBS, back to net control.
Thank you, Rusty. I was going to note, I plugged it earlier, but on the website, on the AllStar page, I'm currently looking at it, and it looks like the CRHRC currently has a node connected out of Louise, Texas. It looks like their 444.925 machine is currently connected to us. So if you're out there in Louise, Texas listening in, a part of the CRHRC, welcome. I also looked it up. For anybody that's curious, Louise, Texas is about right in the middle of Corpus Christi and Houston, Texas. Looks like if I had to guess, I'd probably be about 2.5 hours away from here. You'd probably have to go through Gonzales to get there. Or LaGrange, but welcome to everybody over there that's listening. Anybody else have any further announcements before we move on to regular check-ins? All right, nothing heard. Just a reminder, you are listening to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, Thursday Night Net. My name is Jeffrey, KI5MVF. We are getting ready to fire up regular check-ins. This is a great time to come hang out with us, chat with your friends, check in, and let us know what you've been doing radio-wise, other hobbies. Tell us about maybe how work's been going. Maybe some new people you've met over the radio this week. Just coming in here and getting some radio community time. So if you've got something you want to chat about tonight, go ahead and give me your name and your call sign now, please.
Is W5NDS, Rod, North Central Austin.
This is Kilo Alpha 5 Delta, Kyle.
I got Rod and Kyle in there. Anybody else? Name and call sign.
Alpha Charlie 5 Golf.
All right, got Philip. You guys can just keep on bringing me call signs and names, and I'll do my best to keep up. Regular check-ins. Give me a name and call sign.
WZ5 BBS.
Alright, people are going to make me work for it. One more call for the first round of regular check-ins. Please give me your name and call sign. Alright, well, we at least got the popular people first. I feel like whenever I run these nets, these are the guys that people want to talk to the most. So we might get 20 minutes out of this group alone. Rod, W5NDS, how's it going tonight, sir?
Well, good evening, Jeffrey, and everyone on the net. Enjoyed hearing everyone so far. And we had a power outage here, about half an hour in duration. In the 7 o'clock hour, I was on the, it happened just after the 40-meter CW net there, and we were over on 220 for the afternet discussion, and all of a sudden, power went. And Jeffrey, congratulations on finding the fox first. I went to Maudie's today, not the one you mentioned, but the one up here on North Lamar. It's closer to me, and one of the few places where you can get tamales on the menu. And so that's really all I have here. Good to hear Justin back on. And so back to net control, W5NDS.
Well, thank you for that update, Rod. I wonder if you make it sound like your power came back on, so that's good. Your audio is really low again. I'm not sure. I feel like last time we talked about it, you were on an HT, sitting on the recliner eating a slice of pie. Like, I think that's what was going on last time, so maybe that's what's happening again. But you're kind of quiet. But no worries. I was able to turn up the volume and hear you, just compared to everybody else down there. And then, yeah, Maudie's, it's great. I actually went back to the same location last night for dinner. I was telling Rusty that I forgot that one was there. And it's kind of a great spot for my friends up in Leander. Actually, Emily at KI5MVE, where I'm KI5MVF. Her and her boyfriend live up in Leander, and we hang out and get dinner, the four of us, about once a week. And I'd forgotten that Maudie's was there, and so it was a great time to go right back less than a week later. So shout out to Rusty for showing us great restaurants. And I'm glad you got to enjoy a different location up there in North Austin. There's a couple of them, and do recommend them. Anybody have anything for Rod, W5NDS? You want to chat with him? Give me a name and call sign, please.
BBS. Go ahead, Rusty. I just wanted to say hi, Rod. I haven't talked to you in a bit, and also, now Jeffrey sparked my curiosity. What was on the menu tonight for dessert, man? Because I know you had to have something.
So far, nothing. I'm reduced to mint Milano cookies tonight, Rusty.
Roger, Roger, man. Well, at least you get to chat with you, man. Hope you have a good Memorial Day weekend. WZ5VBS, back to net control.
Thank you, Rusty. All right, anybody have anything else for Rod? W5NDS. Please give me a name and call sign. Nothing heard. Rod, it's always great hearing from you. Glad to chat with you a little bit tonight. And hopefully you can get something more than the cookies before too long. KA5D, Kyle is next on my list. This is the first time I've seen KA5D and KA5C both check in since Court got his new call sign, so it's cool seeing both of you guys in there. How's it going tonight, Kyle?
Hey, thanks a lot for having me. This is Kyle, KA5D, and I'm just planning tomorrow's POTA trip, which is going to be in Angelina National Forest on the shore of Sam Rayburn Reservoir near Zabala, Texas. So if you guys are interested in trying to work some POTA, I'll be doing 40 meters probably sometime around sunset, and maybe we can make a contact. We'll be doing that tomorrow night and probably Saturday as well. So that's going to be a motorcycle trip. This is going to be really interesting to go to East Texas on a motorcycle and somehow pack an HF radio as well. I'm going to be QRP, obviously, with my 818, so hopefully we can make it happen. That's all I got for now. KE5D, back to net.
Ooh, motorcycle POTA sounds like a great time. Especially QRP. It feels fitting for the motorcycle lifestyle. I've always wanted to visit that area where all the national forests are. You got the Sam Houston National Forest, the Davy Crockett National Forest. I hadn't heard of the Angelina National Forest. Looking at a map, I see why. It's relatively small compared to the other two. It looks like there's quite a few others. There's Sabine National Forest all right in there. Big Thicket National Preserve. Knowing you, I'm sure you've done quite a few of them already. And so, moving on to checking off the box for Angelina, I would guess. But it sounds like a great way to spend tomorrow. And you said, are you going to be out there just for tomorrow, or are you going to make the whole Memorial Day weekend out of it?
I will be out there Friday through Sunday. So, yeah, we'll be doing POTA Friday and Saturday. And so, yeah, we look forward to hopefully catching somebody we know on Parks on the Air.
All right, well, have a great time out there. Anybody have anything? Kyle, if so, please give me a call sign.
DS.
Go ahead, W5NDS.
Yeah, Kyle, I'll look for you Saturday night on 40 meters. Would that be around the 7175 frequency?
Well, I won't know the exact frequency. You know, when you're operating QRP on 40 around sunset, you tend to get kicked around like a red-headed stepchild all over the band. So I got to plop wherever I can. Probably 7197, 7198 is where I end up most likely having fun. So hopefully I'll hear you there.
Look for you. Good luck and congrats to Kurt on the new call. W5NDS out.
All right. Anybody else have anything for Kyle? If so, give me a call sign, please.
And 5SMO.
Go ahead, Bill.
I'll definitely look for you. I'm just wondering if you were going to spot on the POTA site or on Slack where you are, and also if sideband doesn't work QRP, can you do CW? Do you want to try that?
Yeah, I can do CW, and I will be spotting, provided I have internet service. I'll self-spot for sure. And yeah, the sideband's kind of a dodgy with 5 watts. So if that doesn't work out, I'll switch to CW and see if we can do it. Good idea.
Yeah, cool. I mean, I very seldom see CW on late shift on POTA, so I bet you get a bunch of stations calling you. You'll probably have a pile of them if you do it.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. We'll see. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but fingers crossed. I'll look for you.
All right, M5SMO, back to you, Jeff.
All right, thank you. Anybody else have anything for Kyle? Give me a call sign, please. Nothing heard. We're going to move on down to AC5G, Mr. Phillip. It was great meeting you this weekend at the brunch hunt. I don't believe we'd met before then. It's possible. Don't have the best of memory. But it was great at least getting to hang out with you on Saturday. What else have you been up to, Mr. Phillip?
Hi, Jeffrey. Thanks for running the nets. Not a lot this week. Did get a Fox ordered, actually. Decided to go ahead and get that Micro Fox 2 after Sky was talking it up so much on the Discord channel there. Really looking forward to getting that thing in the mail this week and setting that out and having some Fox hunts with that. Should be... Sorry, excuse me. That's about it for radio news. Had a lot of luck with 20 meters this week on sideband, and last Saturday got my first phone contact to VK land, so that was kind of cool. Other than that, that's about it. Yeah, it was nice to meet everyone at the lunch bunch. Thanks, Rusty, for hosting that. That was our first time to meet. I'd only met Rusty and Sky before that out of the club. I'm kind of new to the club here still. So yeah, it was nice to meet everyone and put some faces with the voices. AC5G, back to net.
Well, I'm excited to see another Fox device out there running around, or not running around, hidden somewhere, and hopefully I get to see it when I find it. I'm looking forward to that. I love that everybody's getting into this and excited about it. We do have a sign-up sheet on the Fox Hunt Discord page. That is not a first-come, first-serve sign-up sheet. That is just trying to meet a bare minimum, so we've always got something. So if you want to do a double event, this goes for you and anybody else listening that has any interest in hosting a Fox Hunt. Just because somebody's signed up for a day doesn't mean that we can't have 2 on that day. We've done that a couple times now. If you can find them, it's been quite fun. And then, Phillip, I have one more question for you. When I was leaving Monty's, I saw like an F-350 with a service bed and antenna on the back leaving the same time that I did. That wasn't you, was it? If so, I'm curious to chat about trucks sometime.
Mine's a F-150, and I just had a single magnetic mount on the roof for my hunting. So no, I do remember seeing that one that you were talking about, though, and but no, unfortunately, that was not mine. But yes, I will definitely be putting out that Fox as soon as it arrives and I get it all assembled. I will be out of town this weekend, unfortunately, but after I get it all put together and tested out and everything, I will definitely be hitting that sign-up sheet and putting it out there for everyone. AC5G, back to net.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to it. And, yeah, I got to love an F-150 still, too. Rusty's got one as well. I used to have one for work. I love those things. Yeah, I just saw it. I guess you saw it too. Cool looking truck, and they had I think it was a CB antenna sitting on the back bumper. But it caught my attention, and I thought maybe that might have been you. Anyways, anybody else want to come in here and talk to Philip, AC5G? If so, give me a call sign, please. Alright, nothing heard. Thank you for joining us tonight, Philip, and again, it's great meeting you this weekend. Moving on, we've got Rusty, WZ5 BBS, El Presidente himself. How's it going, Rusty?
It's been a fantastic week, man. The weather came through and cooled everything off, and actually gave us some rain. The wind was kind of interesting to sit there and watch as well. But I got off my butt and actually did some HF radio. I'm working on the DX100 award, and right now I'm sitting at 97 out of 100. So I'm so close. So hopefully by the end of Memorial Day weekend, we can get this thing all tidied up, and then I can go back and start playing on Parks of the Air. I'll look for you over there, Kyle, unless you're doing CW. Then you're on your own, because I don't know CW. So yeah, I've been playing a little radio, which has been fun. I'm missing Ernesto and Maria this week. They're hanging out in Puerto Rico. So if y'all are friends with Ernesto, it's so fun. He'll text you like random nets and random things. So he texted me on Sunday about the 10-meter net. Rod does that at 3 o'clock, and I went to try to do that, and it was too late. They'd already moved over to 6 meters, so I bumped over to 6 meter, and I could hear Rod, but he couldn't hear me and some other people, so we kind of bounced around, and I got to check in on that, and that was fun. So yeah, I'm doing a little HF radio, which is more than I have been the past couple of weeks, and it's been a whole lot of fun. Other than that, and work, I don't have a whole lot of stuff going on this weekend, but I'm sure some day drinking will be involved. So that's my week in a nutshell, man. We'll send it back to Net Control. Thanks for running the net tonight, man. Appreciate it.
Always happy to be the official Talk the Most Tonight person. You know how I am normally anyways. Happy to help. I feel like there's kind of a flex there, telling everybody how good of friends you are with Ernesto to the point where he texts you all the time about nets. I don't get text messages from Ernesto about these special nets, but I also don't have HF gear, so maybe those texts wouldn't do a whole lot for me. But sounds like it's been a good week for you. I agree, the weather's been amazing, minus the part where the winds were just a little bit psychotic. It's been great. Waking up in the morning and somebody at work sent me a message, I think it was yesterday morning. They said, it's cold in the building. I said, yeah, it's kind of chiller outside than it has been, so the AC can actually keep us now. Like, that's normal. It's not supposed to be that hot in the room. It's supposed to be as cold as it is currently. And they were like, oh. So yeah, the weather's been nice. And radio and some lounging around the house with a beer. Memorial Day weekend, it sounds like a good time. Might be my weekend as well. Anybody else want to come in here and chat with Rusty, WZ5BBS?
HHK.
Mr. Lance, how's it going? Come on in.
Good evening, Jeffrey. Hey, Rusty, last week you were sitting on 49. Where are you sitting on Haunted Parks as of tonight?
So I had to go look it up, so I'm not lying. I'm officially at 63, and you know how this works. I got a couple in the logs as well. So my next goal is 75, but I made it officially past 50. So thanks for keeping track of that, man.
Congrats. That's it. Back to net control, KI5HHK.
You know, I haven't heard from Chad, KC5AJE. I'm sure he's busy in the weekend, but yeah, I need to go. I need to ping him and see if we can't go play some more Parks on the Air, because that was my last time to do it. So I'll be working either that or at the house. But right now I got 3 more on the DX100, and I'm gonna make that happen before I start really spending more time on the POTA. But yeah, thanks for making that happen. Thanks for teaching Chad, man. Without that, I wouldn't have been in it at all.
If you want to meet me tomorrow around 11:30 at French Legation, man, ping me.
All right, let me check my schedule. I think I'm busy, but if I'm not, yeah, I will DM you and let you know.
Sounds good. All right. Back to you, Jeffrey. Thanks. KI5HHK.
All right, thanks guys. Anybody else have anything for Rusty? Give me a call sign, please.
W0TCO.
Taco Charlie Oscar, go ahead.
Taco Charlie Omega is what I usually do go, but not a big deal. Rusty, just wanted to say thanks again for always holding Slacker nets. I've always got my radio on listening, and just appreciate the nice breakup from the monotony of my days. So thanks for hosting that and getting on there every afternoon and saying, time for SlackerNet.
Yeah, I'm probably a little too happy to oblige getting out of work early, but it's my pleasure, man, and it's fun to see all the people that are showing up. So if you're around the radio, it's usually about 3:15. We start slacking off and chatting on the radio. So y'all get in there and say hi, because we got a handful of people in there that are pretty much there every day. So yeah, man, thanks for being a part of the SlackerNet, and it's good to have you around the club, dude. So hopefully we'll see you on a fox hunt here shortly.
Yeah, thanks, Rusty. I plan to do some fox hunts coming up here. I think my project this weekend is making a tape measure Yagi, so I will be able to participate. But yeah, thanks. That's all I got. So back to net control.
Thank you, W0 Taco Charlie Omega. My apologies. I'm going to get you a different acronym for that C, though, like coffee or something like that. Taco Chocolate Omega. But thanks, guys. Yeah, the SlackerNet is great. I think it started at noon today. We got Pat, and then Rusty, and then Anderson, and then myself, and chatted with Lance and Chris, and all between the hours of noon and 1 o'clock. I don't know if that's the SlackerNet or if that's just the lunch net. Sorry, chat. Not a net, not a real net, just a chat. We've been definitely keeping the repeater warm during the day, though. Anybody else have anything for Rusty, WZ5VBS? If so, please give me a call sign.
So real quick, Andrew, if you want, I love to fox hunt with people. So if you don't get your tape measure Yagi done and you want to do a fox hunt, dude, I've got all the gear and you're more than welcome. Last time was Philip and the kiddos, and it was a blast. So feel free to ping me on any of these fox hunts, man, and I'll be glad to team up with you.
Yeah, that sounds great. I will probably hit you up. So let me know if you're going out this weekend, and maybe I'll join you.
Rusty, I'm going to tell Ashley that you forgot about us. We were your last teammates, and we went back and researched for the Ernesto fox hunt. Can't believe you've already forgotten about us.
Oh, that's totally right. All right, well, the one before that was Philip and the kiddos, see, and then I had Jeffrey and Ashley. So, right, I've got so many fox hunt buddies, I just can't keep up with them. I'm completely blessed in the ham community.
Alright. I won't tell her. I'll forgive you. Final call to chat with Rusty, WZ5BBS. Nothing heard. I'd like to remind everybody you were listening to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday Night Net. My name's Jeffrey, KI5MVF. We're about an hour and 6 minutes into this net. I would like to take a quick note and say that in the last 2 hours, ARRL has posted 4 articles on their news site. So if they had just bumped that up by 2 hours, then maybe would have had a little bit more to talk about during news tonight. They must have heard me because 3 of them have been posted since 8 p.m. Anyways, we are now moving on to the second round of regular check-ins. We've got only a couple people in the book so far. However, I've seen somebody join in on the Thursday Night Net video channel on Discord. I expect him to check in. And then we had a couple other people check in as responses to regular check-ins. So I'm hoping to hear some more people check in. So if you'd like to check in regular time here at the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday Night Net, please give me a name and call sign now.
This is Kilo Golf 5 Kilo Victor Juliet.
Alright, KG5KVJ, guess you heard me mention you. Anybody else want to check in regular check-ins? Please give me a call sign. You guys can rattle them off. I will do my best to keep up. Alright, one more call for this second round of regular check-ins. Please ring me a name and call sign now.
This is KI5HHK, lands in East Austin.
Alright, I've got Garrett and Lance. At least you got you two. Garrett, KG5KVJ, how's it going tonight, sir?
Well, wanted to say, Jeffrey, thanks for running the net. Appreciate it. It's been a crazy, crazy evening. Apparently there are more than one Garrett Gales in the world. So I had to call one of them today and let them know that I was getting their email. Because I do have the email address, garrett.gale@gmail.com. And apparently this guy, his email address is gale.garrett@gmail.com. Other than that, not a whole lot. I'm actually, it's kind of interesting to hear the check-ins and whatnot. And I don't think it's you, Jeffrey, but it does seem like ham radio's slowing up a little bit. I think everybody's getting on HF and they're trying to run the bands right now. That's my suspicion anyway, because I haven't heard Mike on here for a little while. KG5KVJ, back to that.
Yeah, I don't take it personally. I mean, I know that even week to week it fluctuates. I think my first one that I hosted, I had just this many, just in short time check-ins. But I don't take it personally. But I do know there are always lurkers, and I try to give those people ample opportunity to check in. No excuses. But glad to hear you in there, and that is a great story of email mix-ups. I'm surprised it's maybe taken this long to discover that, and I'm curious. Maybe you guys are going to be, email pen pals now and just forward each other correct mail from now on. Anybody got anything for Garrett, KG5KVJ? Give me a name and call sign, please.
This is AI5OS.
AI5OS, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. Just wanted to have another check-in for the numbers. Never tried Echolink on iOS, but I'm just away from the radio right now, so wanted to come back in. And anyway, great net tonight.
All right, thank you, Justin. Thanks for rechecking in. Right now we're taking comments for Garrett, KG5KVJ. If anybody has any comments, want to chat with Garrett, please give me a call sign. All right, nothing heard. Garrett, I appreciate you taking the time out of your crazy Thursday evening of what might feel like stolen identity, or mistaken identity would be better said, and joining us tonight. Glad you got it figured out, though. Next on my list is Lance, KI5HHK. Always good chatting with you, Lance, especially over APRS. How's it going tonight?
Good evening. Hey man, it's been a fun week of radio. APRS and the lunchtime chat with you and Chris and Rusty a few times this week. After the rain, I threw the buddy pole up and have been having a lot of fun, getting far away, some DX and stuff on 20 meters. And then plan on doing POTA activation. And 2 days ago worked El Salvador, talked to a 14-year-old in El Salvador. That was pretty cool too. And looking forward to working Ernesto and hopefully Kyle this weekend, hunting them in Puerto Rico and POTA. So other than that, I ain't doing much of anything. Back to you.
Oh, I didn't consider that Ernesto might be activating while down there in Puerto Rico. That sounds like a good time. Never thought about that. So, curious to hear his experience about that when he gets back. Or maybe somebody chats with him and can relay their information on Discord or something. That sounds like a good time. And then, always good to hear you in on the Slacker chat when you can make it in there. Anybody have anything else for Lance, KI5HHK? If so, please give me a name and call sign.
AI5OS for the comment for Lance.
Go ahead, Justin.
Hey Lance, I've had my station on APRS beaconing on 144.39. I'm going to have it up tomorrow, and I'm wondering if, or anybody for that matter, if any of y'all might try to look around for me and help me make sure that I've set this up right, because I'm really curious to find out if I have the chat feature enabled. This is AI5A.
Yeah. Hey, Justin, Lance here. I absolutely will be listening for you. I'll take my HT and have APRS running all day tomorrow. I'm up on the 14th floor in downtown Austin, so I got some height as might working for me there, and see what we can find out. And I'll message you some of that info I've got on using the SMS gate to text and email via APRS. Cool. Well, I look forward to it, because I read the message, and I may actually need a pair of eyes just to help me make sure that I've got the D74 set up right. I'm hearing it beep and boop and squawk at me, but I can't always tell what's going on. So, yeah, look forward to it. This is AI5OS. Thanks, y'all.
I will say, AI5MVF here. Looking on APRS.FI right now, I see AI5OS-B is beaconing. Justin, looks like from your house, and then I can see where I've got AI5OS-I also beaconing. Says via APRS.FI for your iPhone. And it shows you going down the street over towards the shopping center over there. And so it looks like you've got it mostly working right. I'm not super versed on the how the suffixes work. So where it says -B and -I, I know that mine are -9, -7, -1, all numbers. So I'm not real familiar with what determines what on how that works, but yeah, it looks like you're getting out twice.
So what I'm really curious is I've tried to send a message, or maybe y'all know this, but if I take my D74, can I use Bluetooth to connect it up to the APRS-FI app, and then use that from the phone, the iPhone, to send messages out of my D74? That would be really a cool thing to be able to do if it's possible.
I'm not sure who all has a D74. I wouldn't be surprised if Lance has one. I know he loves his Kenwood. Lance, you don't have any direct D74 experience, do you?
I did have one. I don't have one anymore. But I know that Bluetooth is always kind of squirrely with the D74. I don't know how much that would you could use that. I don't know, but I know that other than I've read, Bluetooth can be pretty squirrely as far as getting it trying to use the voice, the VOX. I would guess that would be, it could be possible, but I don't know.
Comment?
Go ahead, Rusty.
Hey, Justin. So I've got a mobile link TNC, and I can make that work with the iPhone APRS module. but you have to pay for it in order to get the TNC ability. So you do have to do that, and that works through my mobile link, which is a Bluetooth TNC, which then is plugged in, hardwired to a radio. So I know that technically what you want to do is feasible. I don't know if it will work with the D74, but I do know that the APRS iOS app has the feature capable. So it might be something, to play around with. WZ5BBS.
Yeah, that's what I've seen. I've seen that it is in fact possible. And I pay for the APRS FI app. I bought it. I think it's called like the Fair Trade, whatever, something or another package. But it gives you no ads and everything else. So I just wasn't sure if that TNC part actually worked. But if it does, then oh heck yeah, I'm definitely going to use Bluetooth to connect this to the D74 and see where this goes. So I appreciate it, y'all. That's like a game-changing way of making APRS work. So seriously, I appreciate it much, and thank you for all you guys do.
Comment?
Go ahead, comment.
This is Lance, KI5HHK. I can assure you, if anybody can figure out how to get APRS and Bluetooth to work on the D74, it would be just an AI5OS.
Okay. Wow. Thanks for the vote of confidence there.
All right. Thanks, guys. Any more comments for Lance, KI5HHK? All right, good as always, Lance. Nice talking to you. I'm going to move on down the list here. We've actually just got Justin, AI5OS. I appreciate you doing the recheck. You got any more you want to throw out there, or just open the floor for other people? You gave us a bunch of information about the antennas earlier, and so with our usual crowd, I would have expected a lot more questions about it, but maybe the people listening tonight will have some questions.
Well, thanks much. I'm sorry I'm not on them right now. I had to come down to my local establishment and get a growler full. Anyway, first off, I wanted to tell you again, Jeffrey, thank you so much. I made my first contact to Bulgaria. LZ1RS, I believe, in Bulgaria. And S57, SE57DX on 20. 40 is a little weird. For some reason, it keeps thinking the radio doesn't like it, and then it does. And a couple people have said that it sounds like I've got RF in my shack. But, I mean, all these are things that Rome wasn't built in a day, so it will take a little bit of time to figure out, I'm sure. I ordered the jumper today and got that hooked up, so 1.2 is going. I'm going to get the other one so that I can get the 900 megahertz antenna hooked up and get my AllStar node back up, and AA5D will have maybe some more coverage coming up here. And then I've got to get a ground rod thrown in the ground and my infet half-wave up. So, like I said, the station's coming along great, and you know. I'm just grateful that folks from the Oak were a part of this, and yeah, I am having a ball. No question.
Yeah, as Justin said, and can attest, if you guys ever need help with your antennas, whether it's just some muscle to put it up in the air or some recommendations on grounding, you know, somebody's always got an answer or some input or some sweat and effort to put in. So don't be afraid to ask for help around here. That's what we're here for. AI5OS, it's great to hear you on here, as mentioned. Anybody have any comments for Justin? If so, please give me your name and call sign now. All right, nothing heard. Justin, I'm sorry for talking it up so much when you checked in short time, but glad to hear you on so much tonight. Good to hear you on the air. I'm sure we'll be hearing more of you. This is KI5MVF, and you are listening to the Thursday night Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club. Thursday night net, I did that backwards. We are just wrapping up our second round of regular check-ins. If you are interested in checking in on this net, all I need is a name and call sign. You do not have to be a member of our club. All that we ask is that you are a licensed ham radio operator. If you'd like to check in, please give me your name and call sign now.
This is AI5KAT short time, no traffic.
This is Kilo India 5 Tango Uniform Foxtrot, short time, no traffic.
All right, I've got KI5KAT, no traffic, and I believe that was KI5 Tango Uniform Foxtrot, no traffic. Was I correct on that last call?
That is affirmative, KI5 TUF.
Great, thank you so much, guys. Anybody else want to check in regular time on the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday night net? If so, please give me your name and call sign.
Whiskey 5, India, Tango, Zulu, W5ITZ. The handle is Bill, Bravo, India, Lima, Lima, from Ganado, Texas.
W5ITZ, Bill, I've got you in there. Anybody else want to check in, regular check-ins? If so, you guys, if you're waiting, you can just rattle them off. I will do my best to keep up and write them all down. So no need to hesitate. Just come on in with your call sign and your name, please. All right, nothing heard. So we'll take that as the third round of check-ins. I've got 2 no traffics, as mentioned, and then W5ITZ Bill. Did you say you're in Ganado, Texas? I might need you to spell that one for me so I can look up where that is. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, good evening, gentlemen. First time check-in to your net and your club repeater here. Ganado, Texas is Golf Alpha November Alpha Delta Oscar. We're part of the Crossroads Ham Radio Club. We just recently All-Star Network. Been listening to you for a couple days, and we like what we're hearing on there, so we're anxious to make a few contacts and make a few friends. We're located about 35 miles off the coast north of Port Lavaca, Texas, and we run a little linked system down here as well. So we're excited to get hooked up with you guys. This is W5ITZ, back to net control.
Okay, great. That makes a lot of sense. We were chatting about you guys earlier. Rusty gave you guys a shout out after you guys had checked in on Friday, and then we noticed that you guys had a repeater on tonight out there in Louise, Texas. And so we were chatting about that earlier on at the beginning of the net. Glad to hear somebody utilizing it and jumping in. We love having you guys hanging out with us, and appreciate all the kind words from it. All right, we've got W5ITZ, Bill, out of Ganado, Texas, from the, I've already misplaced the call sign. What is that club? From the CRHC, that is Crossroads Ham Radio Club, down there in Louise, Texas. He's hanging out with us. If you've got any comments for Bill, please jump in here and give me a name and call sign, please.
BBS.
Go ahead, Rusty.
Hey, Bill, just wanted to welcome y'all to the Thursday night net as well. Yeah, I think we talked to Chris earlier, and yeah, looking forward to seeing y'all on the Friday night trivia net tomorrow. So thanks for linking in, man, and making us part of the group.
Hey, Rusty. Yep, we're looking forward to that as well. My little Dotson thinks she's a Doberman sometimes. Yeah, I heard you guys talking this afternoon, and we're anxious to check out the trivia net, and thanks for the warm welcome. We're sure looking forward to making some contacts with you guys.
I'm looking forward to having a way back into the Oak from the beach. That's pretty stellar. So yeah, hopefully we'll keep everything linked up. But yeah, man, have a good night. WZ5 BBS.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, Bill, this Thursday night net happens every Thursday, 8 p.m. This is our club's social net. Just your usual run-of-the-mill net to check in and hang out. I guess you guys found us mostly through the trivia net on Friday night. We've got quite a few nets that run through this system, so maybe we'll hear you guys across the board across the week. I'm sure Rusty's told you about our website, in50ak.org. There's a lot of information on there about, we've got a calendar with chock full of different nets that happen during the week. Some of them are ours, some of them other clubs in our area with good nets, but might be worth checking out if you're unfamiliar with our usual schedule. But appreciate you checking in here tonight. Anybody else have anything for Bill, W5ITZ? If so, please give me your name and call sign now. Alright, nothing heard. That brings me to the bottom of the list once again. I'm going to give another call for regular check-ins. If you'd like to check in, once again, you do not have to be a member of the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club to check in to our Thursday night net, or any of our nets for that matter. We just ask that you're a licensed ham radio operator. So if you want to get in here and chat with us and hang out, tell us what's been going on radio-wise or other hobbies, please jump in here with a name and call sign.
This is Kilo India 5 Victor India Bravo, Sri Vikram.
Kilo Charlie 5 Romeo X-Ray Whiskey, Port O'Connor, Texas.
Alright, I got KI5VIB, and then I got RXW on the tail end, but I did not get your prefix. Can you give me your, just go ahead and give me your full call sign again so I've got all of it, please.
Yes, that's Kilo Charlie 5 Romeo X-Ray Whiskey, Scott and Port O'Connor.
Great. Thank you so much. Anybody else want to check in, regular check-ins? Give me a name and call sign, please.
Count me in and make me no traffic.
All right, I heard no traffic in there, and I heard you say something about get you in there, but you were a little bit fuzzy at the beginning. It got clear towards the end. You want to give me a call sign again, maybe give it to me twice. I'll do my best to pick it out and get you here on the log. No traffic.
K5 SWA, Mike Victor.
K5 MWA. I'm going to guess you're on the HT walking around the house, or maybe you're out and about, but I've got you in there for no traffic. Appreciate you jumping in there. Anybody else want to check in regular time to the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday night net? If so, give me a call sign, please.
This is AI5AT recheck.
KAT with a recheck. Got you in there. Anybody else? Regular check-ins. Please give me a call sign. All right. Got a good little list there. Top of my list is KI5VIB. How's it going tonight?
Yeah, hi there, this is KI5VIB. So my day has gone great. So good evening to everybody on the net, and hope you're having a great day too.
Yeah, thanks for jumping in here. Having a great day so far. Glad to hear you in here. I would guess with that call sign, you're relatively new. I think I saw you join our Discord pretty recently as well. Glad to have you in here. Anybody have any comments for KI5VIB? Go ahead, Stephen.
If you're new to the Discord, welcome. Good to have you along. Just wanted to say welcome. Take it easy. Back to net control. KI5KAT.
Yeah, thank you, Stephen. Yeah, looks like you've been in here for about 2 weeks now, or at least on the Discord. Again, glad to have you. KI5VIB. Anybody have any comments for them? If so, please give me your call sign.
Whiskey 0, taco, cilantro, onion.
Oh, that's great. Taco, cilantro, and onion. Go ahead.
Hey, I just wanted to welcome you to the club. Happy to have you around here. Just extending a warm welcome to you, so happy to have you here.
And KI5VIB, if you want to give him a call back and chat with, that was Andrew, W0TC0, and Steven, KI5KAT. Feel free to respond to them when they call out. I know you're kind of new to our nets, so just know that you can always call back to them when they give you a comment and say hello. We're glad to have you here, like we've all said.
Yeah, thank you for the details, net control. Yeah, I am new here, so I just moved to the States about 2 weeks ago. I mean, a month ago, but I got my license 2 weeks ago. And thank you, Andrew, for the warm welcome.
Well, welcome to the club and the States. Glad to have you here. I keep saying that. But it's true. Glad to have you here. Anybody else have any comments for KI5VIB? Victor India Bravo. Nothing heard. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm going to move on down the list to KC5RXW. I believe that was Scott. How's it going tonight?
Oh, going pretty good. I've been listening to y'all for a few days here. I'm in Calhoun County, which is just, I guess, southwest of Jackson County. Also a part of the Jackson County, the Crossroads Ham Radio Club as well. Just wanted to jump in there and say hello. I always travel up in that area quite a bit, so it'd be nice to be able to listen back to the repeaters here at the house. Just wanted to say hello and look forward to listening to y'all's net. This is KC5RXW.
Well, the same that we told Bill down there. We're glad to have you guys jumping in here and hanging out with us. And yeah, if you're driving through the area, jump on one of our repeaters and hang out with us, or yeah, call back to home. Glad to be of service and community to you. Anybody have any comments for Scott, KC5RXW? If so, please give me your name and call sign now.
N5SMO.
Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, Scott, just welcome to the N5 Oak, and glad you made it, and it's great that we have a link. I spend a lot of time in Port O'Connor. I go down there to go fish, and I've got some property down there, and it'll be awesome, man. So welcome to the N5OAK, and I hope it's a long-lasting club relationship here.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, the Louise repeater 444-925 is out of Louise. It's got fairly good coverage here in Port O'Connor. Not as good as our other two repeaters, the 444.5 and the 145.33. You can pretty much, from the front beach here, you can get into those repeaters with a handheld. I'm not sure if we're going to link the 444.5, that would be nice for you. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, look forward to it. If you ever get down here, I live right here on the corner of Byers and Maple. Let me let the repeater drop. Right here on the corner of Byers and Maple is right across the street from Froggy's. Not real hard to find. Stop by and say hello.
Yeah, Roger. I know it well. I have my boat there, right? God, I can't remember what the place used to be called there, but it's right at the across kitty corner from the boat ramp, so I know exactly where you're talking about. N5SMO, back to net.
That's my boat stalls. That's where I live. I'm Brown's Boat Store. It's small world, huh?
So you own that storage there then, and I'll talk to you then in person.
Yes, so you have your boat here?
Yeah, I'm in 32.
I'll be dang. Well, you've probably seen my antennas and towers and wondering what's going on over here. Well, next time you're here, just give me a holler. Small world.
Yeah, Roger. I definitely will. Next time I see you out there, I definitely will. N5SMO, back to net.
73.
Hey, that's an awesome coincidence. Man. Well, sounds like Bill, sounds like you've got a way to hop in on the net when you're down there on your boat. Anybody else have any comments for KC5RXW? Scott? If so, please give me a call sign. Nothing heard. Scott, it's been great chatting with you tonight. Glad to have you in here. Glad to have Crossroads Ham Radio Club hanging out with us. Again, we really appreciate all the kind words, and as Bill said, we hope that it's a long-term, healthy club relationship. And looking forward to hanging out with y'all. Next on my list was K5MWA with no traffic and a lot of static, but we got him in there. And then KI5KAT with a recheck, no traffic this time. What's going on, Mr. Steven?
Nothing much. Do y'all hear me just fine, or do I need to switch repeaters?
You're coming in good. What you coming in on tonight, actually?
441775. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that everything was good, because last time I had some trouble.
Yeah, you're coming in fine tonight.
Alright, yeah, so I've been doing more P25 stuff like I've always been doing, helping out on the development of a little bit of DVM host and its wrapper stuff that I do for getting things working with P25. So that's been my big thing, and PSK31. So I've been doing a lot of PSK31, so Digimode, a better Digimode than FT8, in my opinion. FT8 has its place, but PSK31 is one of those kind of rad-chew modes, which is fun. But that's what I've been up to this week. I'm going to a graduation up in Palestine, Texas, which is East Texas, tomorrow, so let me let it drop. And then just driving back, and then gonna have a nice long weekend, and then back to job hunting. That's really about it for me. If anybody else, y'all have anything, you can just give me a question or something like that. Anyway, back to net control. KI5KAT.
You kids in your digital modes and your acronyms and your P25 and your FT8 and your PSK. That's great. That's awesome. Glad you're getting some radio time. Maybe a bittersweet kind of thing when you're job hunting. A little bit more time on the radio, a little bit more time with your P25 system. I know you guys are working on deploying. You might give a chat to AI5OS. I know he had some Motorola HTs up there, and I know that you guys like to group together. I know AI5A was one of them too. You guys like to hang out and chat fancy Motorola HTs and all of their he's got a blue one, you've got a green one. I wish they made Yaesu radios in different colors. Would be pretty cool. But glad to hear you in there tonight. Anybody else have any comments for Steven, KI5KAT? He decided to recheck and come in here and tell us more about what's going on in his life, and open the floor for some comments. So if anybody has anything for him, give me a name and call sign, please.
And 5SMO.
Go ahead, Bill.
Hey, Stephen, on your way to Palestine, Texas, the perfect road trip song for a road trip to Palestine, Texas. T-Bone Burnett to the song Palestine, Texas. Check it out, T-Bone Burnett. Back to net.
Pretty sure I've heard it, but I'll check it out. Back to net control, KI5KAT.
All right. Anybody else have any comments for Steven, KI5KAT? If so, please give me a call sign. Alright, nothing heard. Thanks for jumping back in there, Steven. That brings me back again to the bottom of my list. I think we're currently sitting at 25 check-ins, counting, I think we've got 2 rechecks, and myself in there. So, not looking so bad now, but I'm going to open it up for maybe a final round of regular check-ins. I've lost count of what round this is, but last round for regular check-ins for the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday night net. Please give me a name and call sign if you'd like to check in. Alright, one final call for regular check-ins or short-time check-ins. If you want to check in, get your name on the books, final call. Please give me a call sign. Nothing heard, so we'll call it a wrap. I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown. As mentioned, we've got 25 check-ins tonight. That is with 2 rechecks and myself, so kind of rounds it out to 23 people in here tonight. Glad to chat with all of you. This was the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday night net. It happens every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Right before this net, starting at 7:30, is our CW net. Starts on 80 meters, usually stays on 80 meters. I believe it starts around 35. You can find more information about that on our club Discord, along with all of our nets. But every Thursday, 7:30 p.m., CW net on 80 meters. Tomorrow night and every Friday night is the Trivia net, right here on the same systems that you're listening to this net on. You should be able to find the Friday night Trivia net. It starts at 9 p.m. Tomorrow night is a special occasion. It is the 1-year anniversary of Trivia, or at least our Trivia net. So I think Rusty's going to put some extra pizzazz into it, more than he usually does. I hope he's dressing up for this one. Next on our calendar, on Saturdays, we like to plug the Austin Amateur Radio Club Elmer net. This is not our club and not our repeaters, but they run a good Elmer net that starts at 7 p.m. And then they also, on Sunday at 3 p.m., run a 10-meter net, and at 9 p.m., run a swap net on their repeaters. Their swap net's pretty great. There's always something on there worth looking at, and they do a great job of putting out a weekly newsletter as well. So if you're interested in some weekend nets, they've got the hookup on that. You can check out the information on austinhams.org. We like to plug them because they're here in the same community as we are, and they've got some good nets. In addition, on Saturday night, back to Saturday night, at 9 p.m., there's a 220 net that takes place on the AI5A 220 repeater. You can find information for that repeater. I believe it's linked, you see, on ours. It's not on here right now. I'm not sure where to find information for that repeater right now, but Rick has it scheduled to link into a 220 net out of Chicago. I know that Sam K5JM has also jumped in there before, and he's got a repeater as well. 223.460. I think maybe he directs his over there as well, if I had to guess. It's a good time, though. It's a great way to spend a Saturday night on the radio on 220. A great net that runs out of Chicago. and it's all about 220. After that, we come around back to Monday. On Monday, our club, Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club, hosts 6 Meter Monday. Great net for you 6 meter fanatics. Starts at 8 p.m. I know that sometimes they do sideband, sometimes they do FM, sometimes they do vertical, sometimes they do horizontal, sometimes they do SSTV, FT8, whatever it takes to keep those 6 meter antennas warm on a Monday night. And then on Tuesday nights, we've got 2 nets, both start at 8 p.m. We've got the DMR sound check net. Let me see if I can pull up the information for that net. It is basically a net just for trying out all of those digital modes. Here, I've got it. Eventually, it'll be linked on our very own DMR machine, the 441.300, which is currently down due to some internet issues, or currently offline, I should say. The DMR Soundcheck Net is hosted by Amateur Logic, that is George, W5JDX, Tommy, and 5ZNO. Like I said, it's just a great net to check in using all of your different digital modes. They really do appreciate people that check in multiple times across different modes. So if you've got All-Star, Echo Link, Ham Shack, Hotline, DMR, D-Star, P25, Wires X, System Fusion, P20, I already said P25, NXDN. Basically, if it runs over to the internet, they've got a way for you to connect. And so it's a great net for that. At the same time, down here on the full opposite end of the spectrum, we like to have a Southside simplex net. So no digital modes, just FM to FM, station to station, no repeaters, unless you like to use Kyle's crossband repeaters sometimes for the north people that like to jump in on the south side stuff. That happens on 146.555. Those 5s tend to look like S's for the Southside simplex. It's a kind of a informal net, and personally, it's one of my favorites. It's been great to learn stations that I can hear directly on simplex on 2 meters. I know that I can hit Rusty way up in Cedar Park, and I can talk to Garrett down in Buda. I can talk to Ron out in Dripping Springs, and Rod and Rusty, I already said Rusty, Sammy, and Lance. We have quite a few people that love to jump in there, and like I said, it's a great way to learn who's within simplex coverage. And it's also just a great group of goofy ham radio operators that just love to hang out. And then to wrap it up, we're on Wednesday nights. Again, at 8 p.m., we've got the UT Amateur Radio Club Wednesday night net. This is mainly run on the KA5D system at UT, but we've been simulcasting it over to the Oak system, and presumably any other connected nodes. Maybe you guys down there in Louise, Texas. This is run by the UT Club, and is to help promote radio, or ham radio, within the college community there. And so it's a great time to get to chat with some new operators. I'm sure there's plenty more college students listening that don't even have their license yet. And so it's been fun to get to inspire them. Samir hosted his last net for that one last night. And so I think we'll be getting a new net operator over there, if I had to guess. That's all I got. So if you want to check in on those nets or get more information on those nets, I highly recommend you go to n5oak.org. You can go over to calendar tab and see all of those nets and our other events, including birthdays and fox hunts, and our all-star page to see all of our repeaters, And at the bottom of the page, hit that purple button to join our Discord. I appreciate everybody that joined in tonight. Again, this was the Oak Hill Amateur Radio Club Thursday Night Net. My name is Jeffrey, KI5MVF. I appreciate everybody coming in tonight. This net will now be closed at 10 p.m. and we'll return back to regular amateur radio traffic.
Good net, thank you. KI5KAT.
Way to go, Jeffrey. And you thought, the net was going to be short tonight. Good job, man. WZ5VBS.
Thanks, Jeffrey. Really appreciate you hosting the net. It was good to talk to everyone. So thanks. W0TCO.
Outstanding job on an enjoyable net. Thank you, Jeffrey, KI5HHK.
Let's see if we can get match repeater up to 130 degrees.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to get any hotter than it is. I'm not surprised, or I wouldn't be surprised if I hit the timeout on the flagship running through that calendar. I don't know where I made breaks or not. I just kind of kept talking until I ran out of breath.
Yeah, you timed it out, but you were super close there, man, so no worries.
Just so many nets to choose from. So many options. So much time for ham radio.
No doubt.
KI5.
And word on the street
yes,
is we have another net coming, so keep your eyes peeled.
Is that the secret Ernesto net? I say secret. I don't know if it's a secret or not.
Well, it's not very secret anymore, but yeah, we'll let him do that.
Just another one to time out the repeater on at the end of the Thursday night net then.
It takes talent to time out the repeater. Only the best people can make it happen, man. WZ5VBS.
KI5MVF. I'm going to say 73 and let my PTT finger rest a little bit. I need to get a foot pedal and a boom mic eventually if I'm going to keep running nets. Doing this with a hand mic, my arms get tired. Holding it up and press the button for 2 hours. But good chatting with everybody. Appreciate everybody coming in with those kind words as well. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one, if not just tomorrow night. This is KI5MVF saying 73 and good night.
KI5MVF, real quick before you go, this is W5ITZ.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Jeffrey, just wanted to throw out our Crossroads website if anybody wants to take a look and see a little bit more about what we're doing down here around the coast. It's CRHRC.org, as in CrossroadsHamRadioClub.org.
Yeah, I sent that on the Discord earlier. When we were chatting with, I think, Scott, and then I just sent it again just now, so I appreciate you plugging it. We're happy to plug your website when you guys join in, just as much as we love to plug ours. I've got yours pulled up, so I'm going to go take a look at it now that I'm not running the net. And so, again, we really appreciate you guys jumping in here and hanging out with us and tying your repeater in.
All right, buddy. Well, good job with the net, and take a break. You deserve it after that. Have a good evening. This is W5ITZ. I'm clear.
KI5MVF, clear.
W0TCO.
What you got, Andrew?
Hey, Rusty, you're the guy I'm looking for. I'm looking up AllStarLink. I don't know anything about it. So, quick question for you. Is AllStarLink just like a device that you can put anywhere in the world that accepts or connects to other nodes through the internet, but also has an RF input, like a repeater? Is that correct?
You are correct. So on all of our repeaters in the club, and the guys down with the Crossroads Ham Radio Club, they have a repeater with AllStarLink or an AllStar node, and that's the number. And then it's basically voice over IP. But what it does is that's what we use to tie all of our repeaters together, and then that's what allows the guys down south to link into us. So that's more for a repeater, or if you want RF on the other side. If you just want to get in remotely, you can also use Echolink. An Echolink you can use like an iPhone app or an Android app, and then that will let you into the repeater system as well.
Okay, so those sound like two different protocols there. I'm just thinking I'm moving to Denver in October, and so just thinking ahead and thinking that it would be fun to some kind of radio in Colorado to the N5OAK, I guess, nets. So just thinking, I'm assuming you could use AllStar for that. I think that would be the solution there. And then you're saying, what is it, Echolink? Can you describe that again?
Yeah, absolutely. So the AllStar will totally work. If you look at the picture in the Thursday Night Net, that's Matt's repeater, and he's got an AllStar node on that as well. But yeah, AllStar basically just takes voice over IP, and then you will connect it with some sort of cable, breakout board, something like that, to a radio. So any audio that comes in over the internet to your AllStar node will get transmitted transmitted out of your radio. Then you can use like your HT or whatnot. So if you wanted to have an HT and you wanted to be in Colorado and link in to us, then you can totally do that. Or if you just wanted to participate in the nets, you can use Echolink. And Echolink, you can just use your phone. So you don't need a radio, you don't need anything else. You can just use the app, and then the app will sit there and listen to the audio and let you into the repeater system. And you can do that right now if you want. You can sign up for Echolink and get an account, and then you can do it from anywhere. So if you're traveling around and you've got your phone, you can make that happen. But if you want to do it to where you have a radio and it's RF that you're listening to and we're coming out of a radio, then you can use AllStar for that.
Cool. Thank you so much for that explanation. So does Echolink, does it use RF or is it VoIP only?
Yeah, Echolink is just purely over the internet. It's like listening to the radio on, it's like listening to a radio station on your phone. So it's the same principle. We've got the RF will be down here in Austin, but if you want to link in and hear what's going on the repeater system or over the repeater system, you can use Echolink to just be a fly on the wall. And then you'll talk through your phone and you'll hear audio through your phone Whereas with AllStar, the AllStar node, which usually runs on Raspberry Pis, it'll run on pretty much anything, but we have them on Raspberry Pis here. But at that case, then the audio would come into your AllStar node, and then it would get transferred over to whatever radio you have attached directly to your Raspberry Pi running AllStar, and then the audio will be transmitted out of that radio, and then whenever you transmit into that radio, it will go through AllStar and back to us. So it really just kind of depends on how much equipment you want. But Rick, AI5A, has set up multiple AllStar nodes, and we have several people here. Kyle, KA5D, his whole system is set up that way as well. So if you're interested in AllStar, there's a lot of information and guys here that can help point you in that direction. EchoLink is definitely your cheapest route because all you have to do is go get a free app and sign up for an account.
Got it. Yep, makes sense. Leaning more towards the AllStar just because it sounds fun and I don't know, just seems more useful, I guess, to learn. But yeah, thank you so much for that. Just trying to wrap my head around all of these digital VoIP, the merging of RF and IP. So I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Yeah, man, absolutely. So if you go look at our website and go hit the AllStar tab, that will show you everybody's node that is currently connected to us. And then if you do, there's a click here for the bubble chart, and if you click on that, that gives you a better picture of how things are all connected into what and who's connected where. But yeah, and the same thing. So like with your AllStarLink or with your AllStar node, you could connect to us on Thursday for the net, you could connect to us on Friday for the net, and then you could connect to, whatever else you want to. The Alaska Morning Net, you can go in and find all these different things that you want, and then you can have your AllStar node just automatically connect to that, and then it will magically come out of your radio. So it's a lot of fun, and it's totally a project. So if you're looking for it, man, Rick is the man. He's set up the portapeter and all kinds of stuff. The portapeter we use on field days, and he'll link it back to the Oak. So winter field day or summer field day, we have you can have an HT field day, and it gets magically sent to the repeater system, so people in Austin can talk to us just like we were there. So it's a lot of fun, man. It really is.
Yeah, I was actually this evening. But it makes sense now that all of those arrows are over the internet as opposed to, I thought they were radio signals at first. So cool. Yeah, thanks so much for explaining that to me. I really appreciate it.
AC5G comment.
What's up, Philip?
I was going to say, go ahead and do them both. EchoLink, like Rusty said, will probably be the one that you use the first. It'll get you up and running the quickest. It's great for portability if you've just got your phone somewhere and want to hop on the radio and start talking with people. When you get to the advanced stuff, though, definitely AllStar is going to be the one you're going to want to play with. It's got a lot more features, but definitely going to take you a little longer to set up. But really, you'll probably end up playing with them both.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, just trying to learn more about this whole radio stuff. So appreciate all of the comments. Thanks.
Yeah, man. What part of Colorado are you moving to?
Probably the Denver metro area, most likely. I'd lived there 2 years, probably 10 years ago, and then just went on with life, and now that my job doesn't require me to be anywhere, I can kind of move anywhere, and I want to go back to Denver. Just really miss the mountains and stuff. So I will be out there.
Right on. We have an expat, Johnny, W5KV. He moved from Bastrop into Aurora. So if you move up that way, we can put you in touch with Johnny. He can show you the ropes about what's going on around there for sure, because he just moved there. He's still in the Discord, though. But yeah, he's loving it up there.
Yeah, I've already talked with Johnny. We are planning a summit on the air, probably this fall. already. I think that 2XX Oaks out there in Colorado warrant an all-star net link, at least on Thursdays and Fridays for trivia.
Right on, man. Well, I'm gonna bounce. It was good to chat with y'all, and we'll holler at you tomorrow on the net or at the Slacker chat. Either way. WZ5BBS. I'm gonna be clear and out of here. Night, y'all.
Later, Rusty. 73s. W0TCO out as well.